Well, we'll try this one more time. uh, it kept throwing me off. Hopefully everybody gets back in. So just wait for a little bit. That's what I hate about whenever it gets disconnected off of here, because then you can't ever let anybody know or whatever. I mean, yeah, people that I'm connected with, yes, I can, but yes, it's like it keeps wanting to boot me out tonight for some reason, Danae. So we're trying it again. And hopefully everybody can get back in. I hate that because people were just starting to come in. So I don't know what it's because of. I have spurts of this where it happens. I have done a long streak of not having any trouble whatsoever. And now all of a sudden, I don't know. I checked everything before I got on, and everything was the same as usual. Frenchie, oh my gosh, I have been thinking about her for the past month. And that's the thing. There were so many people coming in, and then boom. So hopefully everybody comes back in. Doggone it. Hopefully that's the end of the going in and out stuff. And see, and that's what I hate about being on here. One of the things I don't like is that whenever it does do that, then you can't get hold of anybody. I mean, I could text you, or something, but I mean, everybody else. So all I can do is just hope that hopefully everybody's coming back in now. So, no, I don't, Jackie. So anyway, hopefully Frenchie will make her way back in. So yeah, because I have been thinking about her for the last month. So kind of wondering where she's been, if she's okay. So anyway, I was trying to show my top that I finished. And I'll try to bring it up a little bit closer. I don't know if that's really going to help or not. I may just have to take her off the stand. I don't know. But anyway, that's what she looks like right now. I did do like a little ruffle here at the bottom. I'll just have to take it off for a second to kind of show you. So then it is kind of ruffled at the bottom a little bit here. And it's probably about a 3/8 is what I used here at the bottom for the little ruffle. And then I capped the sleeves just a little bit just to give it a little bit more, a little more flare cuteness. And I like the colors, but for me, no. But I'm trying to use what I've got, and my scraps and stuff. And I know some of the younger girls, that's what some of these tops, I mean, they don't have to be all for younger girls. But, I mean, these are kind of the colors, I mean, the bright, and I love them. I love the bright colors. I wish I wasn't so pale. I wish I had the complexion to where I could wear these kind of colors because they are so pretty, but they just kind of wash me out. But I gravitate towards these colors and I work with these colors because I think they're so pretty. But for me to wear it, no. Thank you, Danae. It always seems to do that when she shows up. Oh no. I guess I never I never recognized that to be something that happened when she showed up, but maybe, I don't know. But of course, I'm over here yapping and concentrating on other things, and you guys will remember things, whereas whenever I'm in other people's lives, I remember things that they wouldn't necessarily remember too. So, isn't that funny how that works? Trying to pull a chair over here. But I have been crocheting a lot, getting some stuff done. I tried a different capyberry. Hello, Charlotte. How are you? I am doing great, and I'm so glad you found your way back in here. Oh gosh, because the other night after we got off, it was like, I think that's the person that I accidentally hid. And then I messaged you. Did you get, I take it you got my message? I don't know. But anyway. So yeah, my apologies for that. And the craziness of the chat that day. You know, sometimes that happens. So, but anyway, I hope you're having a great night, Charlotte, and staying cool wherever you are. I hope you're, you know, it's not too bad. Cracks me up every time you try to say that. Cracks me up every time you try to say that. It is a little warm, but not too horrible. Oh, the cat. I was like, I know I don't say it right. And I really, you know, that's what makes it fun. I know I'm not saying it right. Capyberry, capyberry, you know, whatever. Oh, I am sure in the car. Yeah, yeah, all in that area. Oh, absolutely. So you're getting all the humidity just like us. Yay. So anyway, here it is. I think she's cute. I think she's cute. Oh, I know that. I know. It's hilarious. I love it. It is. But anyway, here she is. Look at that little face. Look at it. And her little flower. So I think I'm gonna crochet her a partner. I'm, you know, a sister, a brother, I don't know, but I think I am going to try to make another one. So yeah, so I got that done because I have been wanting to do one so bad because I was asked at one of my markets if I had any, and I was like, I remember, and it was around the first time it was the first time I ever heard of it, and I was like, is she talking about a cat? Is she talking about a cat? Well, then that's whenever I started looking them up and stuff, and I was like, oh no, that's not a cat. That's not a cat. So anyway, yes, I did, Danae. And on my first video, I referred to it in my first video, the part one to this, and I had everything listed in it. So, but I'll look here real quick. And I will find it really fast. It shouldn't take me but a second. It is, again, I found it on Pinterest. And I think yes, it is. It's the Friendly Red Fox. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't list this. I'm sorry. I did not on my other one. So, yes, it's from the Friendly Red Fox. And I've gotten a lot of patterns from this Friendly Red Fox that I've really enjoyed. So, and that's where my mermaid, I think, came from. And really, I mean, the patterns have been pretty good. So, yeah, Danae, they kind of are. Yeah, they kind of are. But you know, they make them look super cute in plushy form. You know? So, and then I found a really cute owl pattern that I'm going to make, I think, a few of these. They're kind of silly but cute, you know. They're just kind of, you know, So I am going to make a few more of these, I think, in different colors to get some of my scrap of my plush and my posh and stuff kind of used up. The pieces of my posh that I don't really have enough to do anything with are going to kind of go to these types of things. And even some of my little critters, if I have time to do some extra. I may not have time to do a ton of extra before my July show, but I might. I've been trying to do some different things, because I already, my little critters do sell, don't get me wrong. There are a few that I do need to replenish, especially my possums. I can't keep enough possums. I've been selling possums like crazy. And that's okay. I mean, there was one of the maintenance guys. He came over and he was like, "Oh my gosh, this thing is so cute. I just got to take him out. I just got to." Because he had seen me, he had seen him, and then he saw that I was trying to make more. And so I had one left, and he was sitting at the end of the table. So he came by and he was like, "He's going home with me now. He's going home with me today." I was like, "Okay." So, but anyway, this owl pattern, super simple, doesn't take a whole lot. Worked up super fast. It's Natalina Craft. Natalina Craft. And I found it on Pinterest. And it's a free pattern as well. Then I found some little reindeer. Some people have pet mice or rat. Maybe soon they might want a capybara. Yeah, they might. They might. I don't know. I mean, I looked at them in the wild to kind of see what they look like, and I don't know that I would want one, but like I said, they make them look very cute in the plushie world. So, And then I wanted to make some little reindeer. So I got me a couple little reindeer made. These were super fast. Super fast. And I used my yes, Posh. I had some of this Posh left over. Then I used some of my Dollar Tree. I think this is Posh. Or is it my Dollar Tree too? I think it's Posh. And then Dollar Tree. Velvet yarn. Chenille velvet, whatever. So these super easy. Super duper easy. So easy. So fast. Took me no time to make them. And the pattern for them I found on Pinterest again. Free pattern. No Sew Pocket Reindeer is what it's called. And Yarn Society is who it notes them as the originator or whatever, I guess. Oh, No Sew Pocket Bear. That's super cute. And that's by Yarn Society too. I think I'm going to pin that because that's super cute. Again, free, But again, like I said before, and like we've all talked about before, you do have to go into the patterns and make sure they're legit. These right now are legit. The one little reindeer, I forgot to put his tail on. So, this little guy, I got it. He has a tail. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to do a makeshift a bobble there, whatever. He'll get a tail eventually. Thank you. Lenora, what size are those eyes? For this, I used a 14. I think is what I used. 12, 14. I think it was a 14. I used pretty big eyes. It said to use the bigger eyes. I'm pretty sure they're the 14. And then I found, and I did these back whenever, when at the last market. Or did I do them after I got home? I don't remember. But anyway, a few weeks ago, I found this tutorial for these little crabs. Now, will I use the safety eyes on these? Probably, yes. And I need to put them down lower. Because whenever I was doing it, I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm looking at it this way. Well, no, its eyes need to be down in here. So these were just kind of a tester to see if I even liked the pattern. This one I think was the very first one I did. Again, I will probably use the safety eyes in these. Do I hate them? No. Will I put them in my little fidget basket? Probably. That's kind of what I was doing them for, was to put in the fidget basket. So I'll probably do a few more of those in a couple of different colors just for scrap yarn use up a little bit. And use the tiny safety eyes, like the 9 probably in them. I saw a granny square dinosaur. It was cute. Oh, I had never seen that. I'll have to look that up at some point. That would be super cute. You're right. You are right. Well, my Snuggle Bunny and my cat are done. Those are actually for Kathy. So I got a hold of her today. So I'll be shipping hers out, though, at the beginning of July. So I'll have to get those ready. I have to get them weighed, get the shipping and everything figured out on those. And then my chinchilla and my elephant, my mama elephant and baby, it will be shipping out here in about another week. So I got those pretty well done, except for I still have his little arms and tail to do on the chinchilla. And then I do have one more project that I'm going to work on that needs to be shipped out, but it's in the US. I don't have to worry about doing UK or anything on that. It's a triceratops. I don't know. Good enough. I know what you're talking about, Danae. Don't worry about the spelling, but it is a doozy to try to spell. You got pretty close. You did pretty good. So awesome. And I've done triceratopses, so those are super cute. Now I think the triceratops, I'm trying to remember if I did see that with the granny square. I don't remember now. It seems like there was that or something that I saw that was granny square here a while back. It might have been like a hippo or something. Maybe I saw. I don't remember now. So but one of the things that I would like to try before the Christmas in July, the Game Boys, the Game Boy keychains. I want to try to do those. I think they'd be super cute. Because whenever I've been down in the basement here going through stuff and getting stuff organized and digging through boxes, and like I said, there's boxes down there from whenever we moved here. We've been here, Sam will be 27, and I think when we moved here he was like 4 or 5, so over 20 years. And I was going through their stuff and I found one of their old Game Boys. Game Boy Colors. So I was going to share that with Positive Pokes. I was on one of his live, I think it was yesterday, and I forgot all about it. But this is by the Game Boy keychain. It says that it's a tutorial, but I don't know. It says Green Fairy Mary. Hello, Caitlin. How are you? So it's green, Green, fairy, Fairy, Mary, Mari. I'm doing good. How are you today? I'm doing great, Caitlin. Thank you. And I don't remember if I went in and looked at this or not. It may just be that it's a tutorial, a YouTube tutorial. And I think it might be. Yes, it is a YouTube tutorial, and I'm okay with that. And it looks like she used felt. She cut out felt for the little controllers, because I am on it right now. I was gonna see how long it. I didn't want that to come on, but it's 26 minutes long is what it's saying, but she's doing an awful lot of doodad feeling around on it and showing it and whatever beforehand. So it's probably maybe a 20-minute or so, but then there's probably a lot of whatever in there. So if you know how to crochet and kind of know, you can probably kind of fast forward it a little bit, is my guess. So, but yes, green, Green, fairy, Fairy, Mary, Mari. Sorry if I said Y, but it's I. Yes, Landon, I do crochet. Yep, that's what I do. So I'm sorry my internet went berserk or my YouTube went berserk. I don't know what it was. So I got disconnected earlier. So anyway. What do you like to crochet, Landon? Are you working on anything fun right now? But what I am working on right now, finishing up, is, and I think I did put this in my description of my live that I tried to start earlier. And I'll try to go back and put in this stuff or whatever later. I'll try to remember. I'm not always good at it. I try though. But this is a little plush tiger is what I'm working on right now. And it is just, all it says is amigurumi space. And it's off of Pinterest too. And this is what he looks like. The picture. And I do have I have most of his pieces done. I have his head done, have the body done, I have his little legs done, and his arms. So I got that done. I was getting ready to do his ears. I used I think it's tangerine in the Posh. It's a really pretty orange, and I don't know, the light, I don't know, it's kind of giving it a weird kind of, but crocheting things like phone bags and bags. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some really nice ones out there, Landon. And if you're super creative, I'm sure you've made some awesome ones. Made them your own. I think the bags and all that stuff are fun, too. But what I do, I don't mind using the two, kind of the Posh and the blanket yarn, because my white is Big Twist, I think. I think this is part of what I got in my haul, and I'm pretty sure all my white is Big Twist. AirPod cases? Yes. Yep, there are. And those are good scrap busters and stuff too, to use your acrylic or your cotton or whatever. But anyway, like I was saying with like this blanket yarn, it makes the paws look a little puffier, and that's what it was. That's what they were kind of showing in the picture. That one looks a little more puffed out though than this one. Am I gonna have to make another one? I don't know. I may not. It may be all right. Yeah, I think it's all right. Once I get the claws and everything in, I think I'll be all right. You taught yourself how to crochet, Landon? That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I think in this pattern for the tiger, though, I think they did use a chenille or a velvet. Let me look. Yes, they used a velvet yarn, a Himalaya velvet yarn. Never heard of Himalaya velvet, but I'm sure somebody out there has. And it said to use a 3.5 hook, but I'm using an F. I'm using the 3.75 millimeter. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yep, 3.75 millimeter. Since I was using the Posh and the blanket instead of the velvet. I was going to go down to the ears. And I've used up all of my black of my Posh. So hello again, Randy. Hopefully I don't get booted out again. It's not done anything of reconnecting me since I got booted out the first time. So we've stayed connected so far. Well, thank you, Landon. I appreciate that. Everyone's beautiful. Everyone is in their way. Everyone has gifts. Everybody brings beauty, that's for sure. Some choose not beauty. Some people choose otherwise, but you know, here we all show the love and beauty, so. So how you doing tonight, Randy? Are you staying cool? I hope you're behaving and taking it easy. Doing what you're supposed to. Yes, ma'am, I am being good. Well, that's good to hear, Randy. Oh, shoot, I didn't bring my orange in here. I'll be right back. I have to go get my orange. And is this tangerine or no? Oh, no, it's called egg yolk. Sorry. I know there's one tangerine, though, because I used it, but this is egg yolk. So. But to me, it definitely looks more orangey than egg yolky. I am working on something right now. I'm going to make a foam bag. I made 10. Oh, you made 10 of them. Wow. Randy, I was really hoping you got on here before me because I wanted so bad to put, do you remember me from the last time, you know, because it was, that would have been great, Lenora. That would have been great. Did I miss anything? I had to step away for a second and put something in the crock pot. No, you didn't miss anything, Charlotte. I'm glad you made your way back in, though. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Yes, it is pretty yarn, Landon. Good. Hey, we can call him Tandy Randy. Tandy Randy. Denver steak? I can't say that I have, Charlotte. What makes it a Denver steak? You'll have to share with us. Unfortunately, I can't, Landon. I'm sorry. We bought these steaks at the store thinking they were going to be good, but they were tough. So I put them in the crock pot with brown gravy mix and onion, and we'll see how it goes. Hey, it's worth a try. Worth a try. I mean, everything to me, if you put it in the crock pot, you know, and just, you know, have it just kind of cook at a low temp and slow, it will be nice, but I have a lot of yarn. Well, if you have a lot of yarn, why do you want people sending you yarn? They are part of the chuck roast. The cut is underneath the chuck roast, and they are not good, just cooked on the grill. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, I need to cut those. Okay, I've got one ear done. Okay. The Denver steak, they came out with that cut, I think it was 2010. Interesting. had to turn off the TV. My Indiana Pacers just lost the NBA championship. Oh no, I wasn't following any of that, so it was kind of funny. I just told my husband, I said, okay, so no more Denver steaks. Let's just get the ribeyes when they're on sale. Please, thank you. Good night, Landon. Thanks for joining us for a little while. You have a great night. And happy crocheting. Waited 25 years for a championship. Well, I guess I'm going to wait some more. Well, it sounds like it. I sliced my finger right across the first knuckle on my index finger, so now I'm having to keep it stuck up in the air while I crochet. Muscle memory is not my friend right now. Oh my goodness. Happy crocheting to you, Charlotte. You have a good night if you're leaving us. If you're heading out. Okay, now how? Okay, Ganny's ears done. Oh, and I have a muzzle I have to do too, I guess. Good thing I brought my white. Now I'll be here for a little bit longer. Okay. Hello, Martina. Have you seen some of these YouTube channels? There is so much. But yes, I do hear comments about different lives and stuff, and I have seen some that are kind of all over the place and have a lot of that. And yeah, that's what I just kind of want it to be relaxing and nice here. And just, as I always say, a safe place for people to land. And, you know, I just ask that people bring kindness. So we can have fun and cut up and joke around, but not be vulgar and, you know, so, because we do have fun here. There's some nights, you know, we talk a lot, and other nights, not as much, and whatever. I mean, so we just like to hang out. There's some nights that we just do. We just kind of just hang out and are quiet. So, okay, I'll be right back. I have to get one of my other chargers real quick. Hold on. Okay, hopefully we're all set again. Yeah, just kind of scroll past them. I'm like, nope, not for me, not for me. Yeah. Oh, me and Lenora there's been different times where it's like I went down the rabbit hole, you know, of some live stuff or whatever, and there's some interesting things out there. That's all I can say. So, I don't know. To each their own, but oh boy. Oh, Martina, you're learning how to crochet? Nice. Sometimes I feel like I need to bleach my eyes because you can't scroll fast enough. Isn't that true? There's, oh, yeah, to each their own, but oh, Lord, Lordy be. You made some doilies for end tables? Nice. I used to crochet a lot of doilies. I haven't done so much now lately. I want to get back to it though. I have been working on a couple. I have been working on a couple. Exactly. I can't scroll past them fast enough. I completely agree. Oh, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, wait a minute. Is it the right? Yes, I did it the right way. No. Okay. It's like, let me wash my eyeballs and just act like I didn't see that. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to do that. And it's kind of like, okay, what some people won't do just to get people to watch them, you know? Kind of like, no, no, I'm okay. Just have to be careful what you watch and what you listen to because you can absorb it. That is for sure. Their energy is so negative. Yes, you're right. You're right. And that's as soon as I get I'm like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. And am I tempted to watch the train wreck sometimes? Yeah, I'd be lying if I wasn't, you know. But I'm like, nope, nope, I'm out. I'm backing out. Okay, I got his muzzle then. Now I gotta do a tail. I think, look like I got sunburnt on my arm, which I wouldn't doubt it. I had my sunroof and everything open. My terrain does not have air conditioning right now, so I was I had all my windows open. Well, the back two windows weren't open, but my two front windows were open. Plus, I had the sunroof opened, and so I think I did get a little bit sunburnt. Back out and then find something to crochet and regain the positive energy. Right? Right. Yep. Yeah, because it's 4, 5, 6, 7. It's very rare that I open anything too much, like if I'm on TikTok or anything, which I very rarely am. Really, the only time I am is if my son's on and I'll go in to watch him or something. But even then, to get to him, every time I open it's rarely anything that's that very good. So it's like, okay, keep going, because Because sometimes it'll pop right up that he's live, and then other times it doesn't. So then I have to kind of wade through it all. And then it'll finally notify me. And I'm like, really? Exactly. And I was diagnosed with PMDD. I'm not sure if you know what that is. Yes, I don't. I know what it is, but I have to be careful about my emotional well being. Yes, that is true. Yeah, because I know what it is. Hello, Juice. How are you? I prefer to call you Juice. Sorry. There's a lot of physical pain with me. My joints ache, muscles, migraine, vision changes, so I have to be very careful about everything. Oh my, you do have a lot of things going on, so yeah. I used to have a lot of that back in the day, but not anymore. Not anymore, and I am thankful. Thank you, Jesus. I do not. I mean, I have, my usual stuff, like if I, do a lot or do a lot of yard work, that type of thing, it's because of, doing stuff, but nothing like what I used to. Oh shoot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. I have so many orders. I have been crocheting nonstop. That's awesome, Caitlin. That I am so happy for you. That is awesome. That is so exciting. Oh, no, no. Get out of the way. Okay, there we go. I'm getting all tangled up. I wrote that comment to you and then I lost you for a second. I'm not sure what happened. For some reason, YouTube has been messing up recently. I've been going back and forth with it messing up, and I've had a long run of it really not doing anything too much. But now, for some reason, tonight it's wanting to act up again, so I don't know. But yes, YouTube has been interesting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is just orange from here. Okay. After this tail, I think I have everything done on here. And am I still connected? It's saying I'm still connected, but I don't know. With the way my night's been going. Hello? Can anybody hear me? I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't want to answer me. I don't know. I think she's been glitching too a little bit. I don't know. Okay. She is newer though. She has been here. She was here a while back. Good, good, Caitlin. That's good to know. I am working on a little plush tiger. I'm doing his tail right now. Good, Charlotte. Because I thought maybe you were glitching too, because there for a minute, I don't know. I felt like I was doing something over here. I don't know. Kathy Chosen was in here the other night. Night before last? I wasn't on last night, so. But he was on here the night before last for a little bit. He just came in to make his presence known and then he disappeared again. The vapor in the wind. He could be hanging out on here. All I know, I don't know. And just chooses not to talk. Don't know. And it's okay if he is. Okay, this is going to be a long tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think this is the last round. Okay, got the tail done. Fold the top flat. I need to take that out then. Just single decrease. Single. Need a tail for sewing. I am very chatty sometimes. I try to be quiet, but it just doesn't happen. I have to wake up early tomorrow, so good night, John. Well, good night, Caitlin. Thanks for joining us for a little while. And good luck on all your orders. that is just great. I'm happy for you. Hey, you can talk it up all you want, Charlotte. Okay. I'm not going to give him a scarf, I don't think. Hello again, Nifty. I'm glad you made it back in. Let's see, we have a dog and a cat. The dog's named Cooper. He's a mixed breed. And then we have a cat. Her name is Miss B. She's black, and we got her as a kitten. So that's more of my chatty chat. Hey, Donna, how are you? Well, we just have one dog here ourselves. We did have Bailey, but she passed away. So we have Luna. we've always usually had 2 dogs. But Colt, he passed away a couple years ago. And we've not, and then we had Bailey, and she passed away about, oh gosh. No, Colt's been gone 3 years, and Bailey almost 2. So, but we've usually had, more than 1 dog, but we have not gotten another one yet again. Luna seems to be doing okay now. There for a while she was kind of lost, I think, but because she's always had a pet sibling. She's never been by herself. She's never been without another dog. But I think she is kind of liking it now, being the only one and extra spoiled. Because our dogs are spoiled anyway, it doesn't matter, so. Not sure if you saw my comment before, but I finished my 3D flower granny square pillow and gifted it to your cousin yesterday. Oh, wow. Also, I'm noticing a pillow behind you. Did you just make that? No, it's not a pillow. It's a top. It's a top. But it's the Starburst Granny. And I put like a little edging on the bottom of it. It's a top. I have it on my mannequin. And the sleeves. And then it has a little side panel. So. I understand that we had a dog, his name was Bear, and he passed away a couple years ago. He was 15, and our cat baby Kitty passed away. She was almost 17. Oh, wow. Yeah, because Colt, he was right around 15, and he was an Australian blue heeler mix. He was a beautiful dog. Beautiful. Had those blue eyes that would just sky blue, just look right through you. He was absolutely breathtaking. He was an amazing dog. He was like one of our best dogs we ever had. And he the longest dog we'd ever had, because we had rescues and stuff before and during him even before him, and they were always older dogs, that we would only have for a short period of time, but we'd take them in, to give them a good life. And it is gorgeous, Sean. I would love to wear that. So sorry, Charlotte Richardson. That is so sad. Pits are incredible. Sounds gorgeous. Yeah, and he was all patchy, and he was real furry, thick-furred. He had more of the Australian, well, really a combination of the Australian and, blue heeler both. Yeah, he was a good boy. He had like the gray and the kind of the blue gray and white and brown patches. And thank you very much, Nifty. I love the colors for it, but for me, my complexion, those aren't like the oranges and stuff really aren't, like the pink and everything I can wear. But as far as like the brighter colors and stuff, it just kind of washes me out. But I love those colors. That's what I gravitate to whenever I work with combining stuff. And that's what I said earlier. I'm using what I have, and I'm just trying to be creative with my color. It would go great with jeans. Oh yeah, yeah, and it's not a super crop, but it is a little bit kind of a crop. So the ears and the muzzle to the head. Tucking inside the muzzle before you finish. So 1, 2, about the third. Thank you so much. It's hard to lose animals, but you give them the best life you can, and when it's time for them to go, you just have to let them go. Yeah, and it is, and I'd much rather have that than to not ever experience it, you know? I mean, because you're missing out, you know? And I'd much rather have it and, you know, have those good times and those memories than to have never experienced it at all. And I'm working on another one now. It's in black and kind of black, white, gray. If you can kind of, it is from from a lot that I actually won a bidding on Whatnot, that I got a big old box of cotton because I'm running so behind on my cotton. I am running out. So there was a lot that a lady put together for me, and I got it for like, it was ridiculous the price what I got for it. It was awesome. So I'm using up some of it now with what I have to go with it, even though it isn't much. But I do have my basics like my black, my brown, my white. I have a little bit of some pink left yet, not much, a couple of reds. So I was very mindful of what I saw in this lot and what she was kind of throwing in. It was like, yes, please, yes, please. So it was pretty neat. So yeah, I'm stocked back up a little bit on some of my cotton. But eventually I am probably going to have to go. This is all acrylic, but I want to get some more of the brighter colors again of the cotton, but I'm holding off. Okay, now to do his ears. 1, 2, 3. Now, I would say for this pattern, for this tiger, they're not real forthcoming on telling you placement or anything like that. So it would not be a good starter pattern for somebody that has not done plushies. Is my recommendation. And I don't even know if I want to keep that there or not. I feel like it needs to go up higher. But maybe not. They have it kind of low though, so I guess I'll keep it there. Trust the process, trust the process. That's what I have to keep telling myself every time I start overthinking. Okay, my other ear. Nope, I need to go up one more. I love mozzarella string cheese. I don't know why. Oh, I think a lot of people enjoy mozzarella string cheese. It's a favorite at our house. We go through a lot of it. All kinds of string cheese, really. Well, not string cheese, but you know, cheese sticks. I mean, because we have a drawer in our refrigerator that's usually where all the cheese goes, and I can't keep it in the house, and there's only 3 of us. But it's just something nice to grab as a snack. Okay, why is this ear not laying? Like the other one. Or is it just me? Because I haven't got it all the way done yet. Reminds me of a Pokemon ear. Hey Shatika, how are you? Okay. I'm not a blue cheese fan. Not a blue cheese fan. Okay, what did I just do? I just wrapped that around. Okay, I don't know why I did that. But yeah, about any other cheese, yeah, but blue cheese, no. Can't do it. I've tried and I'm just not a fan. Okay, the muzzle. I think I am gonna do the embroidery on it though before. I like cheddar mozzarella, like a Mexican blend. Oh yeah, that's good too. I agree. What I really like is at the Mexican restaurant, the queso and all that kind of stuff. Any kind of melty warm cheese, anything like that. Any cheese, except blue. Seems to be anyway that the blue cheese is about the only one that I found that I have not cared for. I'm sure there's others out there maybe, but because I'm sure I've not explored all the cheeses. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I could just put. Well, no. I'll just go ahead and. I was going to say I could use one of my safety noses, but I think I'll just sew it on. Hello, Anne. I remember bringing some blue cheese when I lived with my mom. She said, "Come here." And I pointed at the blue cheese and said, "It stinks and I don't want it in my fridge." Oh my gosh. Yeah, it does. It stinks. It's a smelly, smelly cheese. Okay, I got his little muzzle with his nose sewn on it. So now I just need to attach it to him. Can you help me get an idea of what to crochet? I don't know. There's a million things out there, Anne. What do you enjoy making? Anything in particular? Right now I'm bouncing between my wearables and my plushies. Restocking some of that stuff and restocking my washcloths. I have a Christmas in July coming up, but I've already got quite a bit of Christmas already done from last year. Because I made a bag. Oh, do some washcloths. Those are easy and quick. The little, like the little headbands, bandanas are super quick and are pretty. The coasters, the fun coasters. I've been selling some coasters. I made some sunflower coasters and I sold some of those. I made some strawberry ones that were really cute. Some of the smaller keychains, super cute patterns out there for some of those. It's hard sometimes whenever you feel like your inspiration's just kind of, eh. That's whenever I go to Pinterest. I go to Pinterest whenever I'm kind of waning and, what I'm thinking of what I want to do. Okay, it said to stuff this. I'm going to use some of my scrap. Stuff it in there. You should make an Agatha's reading shawl. It's easy and are amazing when done. That's what I am doing right now. And no, awesome. Oh, and you've done a blanket too? Oh, come on. I need one more stitch. Okay, I got that sewn on. Pull that out. Hello, Alex. Okay. Need to give him some little claws. Okay, I got one set of claws on. I'm gonna change out my thread because I don't have enough. Hey CJ, how are you? Put it this way. That looks horrible as always. Got my who figured out. I was overcomplicating it. Well, I wondered how you were doing on it if you'd went on without me. Because really the only thing that I was going to get back with you on was that you were just to do the stitches and change the colors like in blocks of so many stitches. So I'm not even going to try to even explain it, just talking here, because whenever I get on here, my words, I'm awful with my words. So So I was hoping that you had been able to maybe figure something out. Have you started working on it then, CJ? Okay, got the claws done on that. Get them, put them, keep them in their place so I don't get them screwed up. Okay, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and sew them on. Hey, Allie, how are you? I kept kicking you out last time. Put you in timeout, maybe? Because if I kicked you out, you wouldn't be here if you're under the same name, and I remember that name, so. Okay. Okay. Okay, some legs. I don't know how they did the legs. Oh, they did them to the side, kind of. Jonna, I have a crochet question for you. Okay. I am doing a test. I am using a 10mm hook on a 4-weight yarn. Do you think that is too much drape for a shawl? And you're using a 10 on a 4-weight. Actually, so what is that, like an L? Is that an L? A 10? I made a blanket. No, an L is an 8. So an N. You're using an N. I actually used a mixture of 4-weight and a 3-weight one time using an N for a blanket for a chevron. And it turned out gorgeous because it was more lacy and flowy, and it's and I sold it my first show at my first event. Well, my second, I guess. Well, the first show that I put it out, sorry. Second event I went to, first show that I put it out. So I think it would be. I would totally give it a try. I mean, because it would be really drapey and light if you're wanting something more springy, summery, that's, of an evening in the summer that you can, use it for something light. Oh, you're fine, CJ. YouTube's been funky tonight. Yes, I did single strand. Allie, I already addressed that. It may shift at the knots and pull a bit, but I think the 10 would be okay. Thank you. Okay, I will go for it. Yes, I want something light. Yes, and I would totally do it. I've done it. That blanket was like even just like a real light blanket to use, still like spring, summer. So, yes, it is kind of lacy like CJ. And it was really pretty. It was in grays and blacks and all of that. So, and Allie, as long as you pay attention to the rules and everything, I won't have to do it again. So Yes, I've sewn a lot of clothes, and I have actually crocheted a lot of clothes. My mom taught me how to actual do sew, and then whenever I learned how to crochet, was learning how to crochet and stuff, I just started gradually moving towards wearables too as I got older and designed my own and still do. And take inspiration from other people too and give them credit in that too. How was the last show? I have been running like a crazy and I haven't talked to you in a while. Where's your partner in crime? My last show I did was more of a flea market style. The last two shows, it was at the same place. And is that right? Yeah. Because I don't think I did anything in between. I think it was just that. But anyway, this last one was a flea market more type, and it was definitely worth it. There was a little bit more traffic, and I did good. I made a profit every time so far, and so I am going to continue to do that. Uh, Luna, if you're talking about Luna, she was on the couch, but I think she may have made her way to the shower again too. I don't know. So she's chilling because we were outside part of the day too today, off and on, and she was loving it. And I was like, sister, you need to get inside because she doesn't know when to stop. So I made her come in. She didn't like it, but I made her come in. Is that what you do for a living? It's really cool how you make the masterpieces. I love your style. Yeah, that's what I do now. My crocheting is my business now. And it's, yeah, it's a fun, I just still think of it as a fun hobby. I don't want to make it a job, but it is how I make my living now. So how your funky frogs sell. Well, my drunken my drunken frogs went to my grandkids. They love them. Oh my gosh. They absolutely love them. And I'm gonna have to make another fit. Um so yeah, they ended up going north and finding a new home there. And actually Everly plays with them in the shower in the bathtub. What better thing, you know? I mean, actually I think I just need to add a row to this if I can get it undone. So yeah, that's where my drunken frogs went, was there. Now my other frogs that I've had, I sold all my leggy frogs. I don't have any more of my leggy frogs left. I'm trying to remember if I sold the last of that other frog that I made. I'm trying to remember on it. The frogs were the best. I saw a keychain frog pattern on Etsy and got it in honor of you. The frog holds your keys with its tongue. Oh my gosh. That would be awesome, CJ. Oh, yes, please do, CJ. I want to see it. Okay. No, she's sending it to me, Allie. Or did I? Well, I didn't think I put my needle up, but what did I do with it? Oh, there it is right in front of me. I think she's still on here, CJ. Allie, I said she's sending it to me. It's gonna take it a minute. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious and cute at the same time, and just kind of like, oh my. The frog's tongue on the ring. That I had never seen that before. That is interesting. That is different. That is very different. That is unique. Leonard. All right, girl, I think I'm going to head to bed. I'll talk to you soon and see you on the next slide. It was great hanging out. Well, thank you, Charlotte, for hanging out with us this evening. So, look forward to seeing you again. You have a good night. Get some good rest tonight. And we'll look forward to, like I said, seeing you again. Just make sure you have your notification bell on for whenever I come on again. Okay, I think I'm going to have to move him over a little bit. I don't know. Lenora might have fallen asleep. I don't know. Yes, I do kind of, you know. And then some of my regulars too that are still in and out, you know. And it kind of comes and goes, you know. There's some nights, you know, some can be on and some can't, you know. I guess Frenchie was on here earlier and I missed her, but that was whenever I got bumped off. And so then I don't know that she made it back in. I'm gonna have to go into her channel and message her or something. Send a, because I had been thinking about her. I had just been thinking about her this past few weeks, like this past month. Wondering if everything was going okay. Well, I'm beginning to wonder if Lenora has too. She was on here earlier. And she was working on a project too, so. And she had injured her finger, she said. 11:24. Yep, it's 11:24 by my clock. Every electronic device that streams has a clock on it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, now I lined those ears up. So what's the deal? I think they're fine. Okay. Okay, I got both of these legs on. Now I gotta give him his claws and his feet. Okay, I'm here at my house now. Woohoo! I missed you. Did you see the frog keychain? Ah, shoot. Well, that didn't work. Good night, Allie. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okay, Randy. No, I was driving and then getting raspberries ready for freeze. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to run off at the mouth. My boys are a bunch of boohoo babies. Sister went to her first overnight softball camp today. You'd think she moved to Iceland. Oh my gosh. Sunny is lonely and Dad is sad, and both are boo-boos. They miss her already. I love how they love her. Aw. So they're missing their sister. Missing sister. Sister and daughter, I call husband and son, my boys. Gotcha. Well, I couldn't remember if you had 2 boys and a girl or just one of each. So, bye, Allie. Yes, I will be on tomorrow night at 9 Central Time. And if something happens and I'm not, I will put it up in the community tab. But right now, the plans are yes. Okay, now I need to put my stripes. Hey, Patty, how are you? Just one of each, still home, but we have 5 girls, 5 boys, from tall to small. Right, and that's I couldn't remember for sure which ones were at home. Sister and Sonny are the babies, yeah. I am working on a bear right now. For some reason, I didn't realize you had that mini, CJ. Wow, 34. But we have 9 still living. We lost one of our babies a few years back, but he lives on in the rest. Aw. I'm sorry to hear that, CJ. Thank you, Patty. I'm going to send you all my sew together whips. I struggle with it bad. Uh-oh. I guess I said a bear, but I mean, it's a tiger, not a bear. I don't know why I said bear. Getting these stripes put on right now. I need to sew his tail on that too. Okay, so there's little belly stripes. would have had my Afghan finish, but I didn't have. Oh my, you had to frog it twice? Oh boy. Sorry to hear that, Patty. Good news, the bandit raccoon moved on, didn't have to get out the shovel. And the homeless kid, the possum, has decided to help out and pull his weight by eating the bugs and not my strawberries. Well, that's good. Shoot. Okay, getting these little stripies and everything on. Now I just have to sew his tail on. right along until you see you missed a stitch. Right? And Blue has decided to call a truce with the stinky kid. No more skunk. Well, that's good. I also feel the struggle should have seen me saying bad words trying to figure out a bobble pattern. It was unreal. Had to cut my yarn once from frog hairs getting out of control. I'm still making balls from my 300 mini hanks of wool, almost halfway finished. Oh my goodness. Oh, Patty. Winder party. Hey, Sweet Notes, how are you? You have a winder, Patty. Good Lord, that was a lot more difficult for me typing than it should have been. She looks so cute. Thank you, Sweet Notes. It's a Ganny shirt behind you. Yes, this is a shirt that I just got done doing. Yeah. Just winding into mini balls, then Russian join, then make into cakes. Well, good, Sweet Notes. I'm glad you're doing well. Well, didn't mean for that to do that. You need that shirt? Pretty easy to make. I think it fits a size 38, like best. Okay, so now I just have to put his little tail on. Thank you, Patty. Okay, got his tail. So yeah, tomorrow I need to start putting up my listings then for stuff that I got done this weekend. So all my stuff will be going up on Whatnot then tomorrow. Little tail. He was pretty easy to make. I think I might try to do it in a velvet because it seems, I mean, this one's a little bit more stuff-like, but it said to stuff, of course. But with the velvet, it seems like he's a little more squishy, you know? But his tail kind of helps him to sit up, so that's good. Probably can't see it because of the, yeah. I think he turned out pretty cute for my first time doing it. It is under Clark Farms. I used to have my link. Well, I don't remember if I have my link still in there or not. But it is under Clark Farms. It's not hard to find. I don't think it's hard to find anyway. So the shirt is not lined, no. Thank you, CJ. Made fun of my boys. Now my ADHD adult version. Jesus is kicked in. Maybe I'm missing sister too. Find it. I need some stuff. Well, tomorrow I'll be adding more to it. So I've been trying to gradually add my inventory. So, and even stuff that I have made right now, I'm trying to get everything weighed and measured and all that stuff so I can get everything put in pretty quick. So, because I do have I have pictures taken pretty well of everything. I still have a few things yet that I need to do that. Oh, well, thank you for the hearts and the smiles and the party and down everything. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Welcome to the live. I appreciate all the love, all the hearts and everything. You might need a drunk frog. I might be able to redo. I might be able to do that. Oh my gosh, that was pretty fun. That was awesome. That was awesome. I got a kick out of that. So yeah, my top will be going up on Whatnot tomorrow. My tiger, my capybara, whatever it's called. This little guy will be going up tomorrow. My owl will be going up. My reindeer, I don't know yet. I don't know if I'll put them up yet or not because I want to take them to the Christmas show, but I can always put them up and still be able to make them in no time. So yeah, they'll probably go up tomorrow. So, and I'd really like to get a few more of these done in some different colors. So he almost looks penguinish, you know, but he's still cute. He's an owl, but he almost looks a little penguinish. But and what else do I have? I may get this top done too. I don't know. Because I was going to work on it if I if I ended up getting my bear done in plenty of time, but I'll probably end up not working on it tonight. I'm probably done. Take a break. Been busy working on a baby hat. Oh, wow. Hello, Manuela. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing great. Chickens? Yes, I have chickens up on there, I think. but I don't have all of them. I don't have my doorstop chickens up yet, which I'm going to try to put those up tomorrow. And then I'm trying to remember. Mm, I'll have to look. I know. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. I know there are some up, but I just don't remember which ones. How does the top not show your business if it's not lined? Well, it's made to wear like a cami or like a bralette or something like that is what it, because it does have kind of, and I do have like one of those bandeau type things on my mannequin here. So that's what it's made to wear it with for summertime. So, but it's pretty, I mean, pretty close stitches. I mean, you can see, but if you have like a cami on underneath it, like the tank top that I have on right now, you could totally wear it underneath it and tuck it into your pants if you don't want it to show or whatever, because it has like a boat neck style at the top. So, but yeah, I need to get it totally measured and everything to see for sure. But I know for sure whenever I was measuring it, I was wanting it to at least fit for a 38 bust size. So I'm fine. Thanks. Busy, but fine. How are you? I'm doing great, Manuela. Thank you. Do I have to pay for a whatnot account? No, you do not. It is free. Hi, sweet nods and Manuela. I'm working on a hexy cardi. Well, you are busting out the cardis, Manuela. They are, yeah, you have some beautiful work. Okay, will it fit sister, you think, over her bathing suit? She's 11 but small. Crocheting where you get your mannequin. Spiritual diamond crocheting. I got this mannequin at Hobby Lobby, but I don't know if they still have them though. They may still, I don't know. I got mine back when I had my boutique, my clothing boutique, and that was, I closed it down like around, that time. So it's been a while since I've had it. So I'm thinking it'll be too big because it's more for an adult. But I mean, I can always make a smaller one. But yeah, she's 11. I would say it would be too big, but I can make a smaller version or in different colors. I'll get her measurements. I struggle with clothing. It's like my blanket's all wonky. Well, this is just a granny square. So, but yeah, I would just get her measurements and then, yeah, I can get something figured out for her if you want me to. You have drunken frogs. I have drunken blankets. There you go. We all have our thing, right? Oh, goodness. I like your work. Can you do basic tutorials for the students that need to learn? Um, I have been trying to be in the works of just starting something for basic stuff, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Right now, I am so busy with other stuff this month that it's not going to happen anytime soon. You've not seen my grannies. They are horrible. Tension is not my friend. Aww. Oh, I love the grannies. I love all kind of granny squares. All, yeah. I think it's just because, whenever I was younger, that was kind of the rage, type thing. And that was one of my fancy stitches that I learned, whenever I was young. I still have my granny blanket that I made and my baby blanket. The first baby blanket I ever made that I said I was going to keep for whenever I had my kids, it was the granny stitch, and so it's just always been a favorite. I love grannies, but as Sunny would say, there you go. Yep. Well, we all have our things, right? And that's okay. Because Spiritual Diamond, I even have a couple of my um, original like clothing things that I had thought about different times doing tutorials for, but yeah, right now I don't have the time to do it. So it's all I can do to keep up with everything with my house, getting my office, my little crocheting nook, haven downstairs completed, and doing my crochet business and doing the whatnot thing. Although I haven't, I've been adding stuff to my inventory on my whatnot, but after this next show for the Christmas in July, I'm taking a little break in between my next shows because I really will probably go for more of the holiday shows after this. So we'll see, and hopefully I'll be able to be on whatnot, a little bit more at least. It'd be nice if I could, work it in, once a week, but it's just another thing I'd have to add. But this month is just crazy. There's too much, and so after this, we'll just reassess everything and go from there. And I talk out loud too, and whenever I talk out loud with my plans, and it kind of gets me like, okay, figuring out what priority is, what's priority. So, and really, I found if I just kind of prioritize my day, organize my day with my priorities, starting in the morning on down to through the day, I get a whole lot more done. Oh, yeah. Because I thought doing the thing down in the basement, I thought, oh, well, I'll record different pieces while I'm doing it and the cleaning and a little bit of the organizing and all the things and blah, blah, blah. I've not done any of it. I've taken some pictures and some little snippets, so there'll at least be a before, but I'm not doing anything in the interim of like in between stuff because it's like, then I'd have to drag all my stuff. No, not doing it. I'll just have a before and after. Yes, they played baseball. Both of them did, CJ. They were both catchers. They had Tommy John's tendon issues in their elbows and shoulders when they were little. Um, no, they really didn't. I mean, um, like I said, they were both catchers. Seth, he did pitch some too. but his main thing was catching. He always caught. He has more knee issues. And Sam, so far, he really hasn't had any issues, but he actually played more football than baseball. And then he kind of switched. Whenever he got older, he stuck with more baseball. But Seth is the one that really played a lot longer and more than what Sam did. Sam loved the game and he was good at it, but Seth he had a knack for it and he was good. And he just had too many injuries later on and it took him out. Hello, Petula. I'm just gonna call you Petula because I can't pronounce your name. Sorry. Sorry, I was crocheting. I haven't done any today. Then Jonna started talking priorities, and my mind said, "Don't listen." Yeah, you just have to put your earplugs in. Just put your earplugs in. Don't give me any mind. Oh gosh. But I do honestly go through my day like that. I have to because I'd be all over the place. I would be total 20,000 squirrels sitting on my dining room table staring at me. Sunny pitches and plays shortstop. He's having some tenderness. I'm a little worried at 9, but I can't slow him down. He is in the pasture nonstop throwing at his net and targets. Well, is he side arming a lot? Does he sidearm? And is he overthrowing as far as um like speed wise? Is he like really trying to throw as hard as he can and stuff and not using form? I mean, if he's sidearming a lot and if he is like just trying to throw the heck out of his arm, yeah, he needs to stop. There's practice and then there's just overthrowing and not having good form. I just didn't want to start thinking about tomorrow's chores yet. Oh, I understand, Lenora. I understand. We put him on rest for a week. Yeah, because these kids, that's what's happening is that they don't have good form. They see people on TV or these, big pro guys or whatever, and they just, which is fine that they have people that they can look up to and stuff. But that is one thing, if they overthrow, if they're trying to throw, those little arms cannot go like a big leaguer guy, 100 miles an hour or whatever. Even those guys that throw like that, they have thrown for how many years and whatever, and eventually their arms are going to give out too. I mean, you can only do it for so long, but then you have these little guys that are out there thinking, oh, yeah, I can do that. Well, no, you can't. I mean, you can have a goal, but that's the thing. If they sidearm a lot, if they overthrow and not having good form, they need to work on their form. Slow, and work on your form, and then it will all come. So yeah, it's good that you put him on rest because he needs it. Because if he's only 9, he's going to throw himself out before he even reaches 11. Hello? Doing great. Doing great. I finished my project for the evening, so we're just kind of chatting right now, kind of winding down. Been on for almost 3 hours now, so. Well, a little over 3 hours actually, because my first round I got disconnected. He has a pitching coach and he has good form. His sidearm is natural, but he throws almost as fast as the high school kids. Not really a good thing. No, it's not a good thing. It seriously isn't. And I mean, his sidearm can be natural, but I guess, I mean, sidearm is not good. Especially, I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends on, okay, an example. We were at a ballpark, and it was whenever the kids were young yet, and it was a ballpark that Seth was like, I'm going to play here one day. And the kid was out on the mound, and he sidearmed, and I mean, it about just, it gave me the cringies because it was really sidearm. And all of a sudden he threw the last pitch that he threw, his arm, you heard it, just the sound was awful, and his arm just dropped. And I mean, it was bad. Hello, Lori Stories and Crochet. Hey, you're fine. You are absolutely welcome to lurk and work at the same time. Not a problem. His coach tells him, slow it down. He fights it. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess until something happens, and, because I know as a kid, they think that they know better. Even at 9, they can be a little sassy. Our boys can be sassy. And until something happens, and then they're made to slow down. Have you seen that Yankee pitcher that throws crazy deep sidearm? I have not watched the Yankees. No, my son probably has. I mean, maybe he watches, yeah. But I have not watched the Yankees. I've not watched them in forever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I don't know how. I mean, those people that do that, even to this day, they probably have had Tommy John surgery, whatever. They probably had. I mean, it's not going to be good as they get older. I don't know. And you want them to succeed, and you want them to have fun and do all the things, but it's not worth, having extensive injury and surgery and everything. I mean, because that's what even Seth said. He was like, I'm out. And I mean, he was playing in college and stuff, and he was just like, I'm done. I can't do it. Because he was getting injured. He broke his femur. And, and that was baseball, and you would have thought football. And he broke his hand. He jacked up his arm somehow. And so it was just, yeah, he was done. And I think I took it harder than he did, because it was just like, oh my gosh, I know what I know the love that he had for the game, and how good he was at the game, how much heart he gave the game. And, you know, I miss watching them terribly. I miss watching both of my kids play. But yeah, it just broke my heart for him, because I remember we were in the hospital emergency room, and he was like, I'm done, Mom. And I could just cry now thinking about it, because I said, it's up to you, Seth. I've always told my kids, whenever if you're committed to something, you need to follow through with the commitment. But once you're done and followed through with what that is, and you're done, then okay, that's up to you. And He called it, and so I was like, okay. So he misses it, but now he has him a boy, he has Grayson, so, and he has a girl too, which I think his girl's going to be more his athletic one, maybe. I don't know. You never know. But they may both be, the boy and the girl both. So I look forward to seeing them and what they choose to do. So he has snuggled up with me and heard his name. Now he telling me stop telling his business. Oh gosh, oh my fuzzy squirrel tails. Absolutely no sass from him. Oh my, that hurts my heart. Yeah. He's going to have to stop playing if he doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, he's just gonna have to slow down. I think I'll look for a new coach. My nighttime meds are starting to work. Okay, Lisa. Well, you have a good sleep, and thanks for hanging out with us. You have a good night. Feel free to join back. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I'm on next. I should be here tomorrow night at 9 Central, so. You guys are awesome. I'm going to get Mr. Sunny to sleep. Hopefully I can catch you tomorrow. Well, sounds good, CJ. It was nice seeing you again, and I'm glad that you got your Who blanket figured out, Doctor Who thing. So Lisa lives in the same area that my daughters both live. Oh, awesome. So you know her then. Okay. Sorry, I'm not able to read that. I only do English. Sorry. You guys make my heart happy. Be blessed and have an awesome summer fun day tomorrow. Well, thank you, CJ. You too. Good night. Oh goodness, I think my tablet burned down on me. It was about to die anyway. Okay, well, I've got everything pretty well cleaned up. So I think I'm going to call it a night. Good night, Nifty. Yes, you have a good rest too tonight, Patty. And again, everyone, feel free to subscribe. Anyone that's new here or popping in, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can catch me on my next live. I'm usually here every night at 9 Central, but there is occasion that I am not. And I usually do try to put something up in my community page. So okay, thank you everyone for joining me. I love you guys very much. I appreciate you all greatly. And we will talk again soon. Good night.